Absolutely huge week this week for golf. We got PGA Championship. Cannot wait, kicking off tomorrow. But more importantly for the 2K community, there's a massive update. It's fantastic to see some of these patch notes and seeing just how hard the 2K team is working behind the scenes to roll out Season 2 for all of us, give us new rewards, pretty much a lot of updates here. There's 4 pages of patch notes. Now, I'm not sure if 2K is going to release all these patch notes, and that's why I'm doing this. If you have not already seen Respawns, this is going to be no different than Respawns. I just got these patch notes yesterday. Kudos for him. He's always getting this stuff out early to you guys. So if you've already seen this, no real reason to watch this simply because it's the same information. But for those who have not seen Respawn's video, this is the patch notes that are here for you about the entire drop for Season 2, all the tunings, all the updates, and we're going to do some other things. I know I said I was going to do a MyCareer Season 2 build today, but there were some patch notes in here that I thought would be rather interesting that I'll cover. So I'm going to hold off on that just because I want to do a little bit of testing before I release that full update. But I will be live tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come see the build there if you do want early access to it. All right, let's kick right off in. Do not forget to like and subscribe. You guys know, just try to get this information out to you as much as possible. And like I said, there's 4 pages of patch notes. We're going to go through each bullet here for you in a pretty condensed time frame. So the challenge is maps. We have Quail Hollow and we have the Charles Schwab. The Charles Schwab doesn't go live until May 21st, but introduces a new gameplay experience where players complete maps of challenges to earn rewards, anticipate new maps as time goes on. So we'll see what this has in store as soon as this rolls out. Don't want to dive and speculate too much into this other than what we already know. Player cards, we've covered this in the last video as well. These are going to be like little emblems for you instead of like your PlayStation logo. The really cool addition, similar to like what you've had in like Call of Duty, specific towards whatever you want. You can earn and then you can equip them as well. New licensed golf course we've also talked about previously. Old course at St. Andrews, which I'm really excited to see exactly what they're able to do with LiDAR and get the old course out there for us to play. Now, Season 2, Season 1 ended yesterday. Don't fear, if you have not finished all of your Clubhouse Pass rewards for Season 1, just don't forget, you can always re-equip them or re-equip Season 1 and go back and finish them at a later time. So we had 100 new premium levels. We've already seen some of that gear. We have like Titleist Ruby irons, or I think they're Ruby, the red. And then we had a couple other important ones there. So we'll do a full 100 premium tiers and whether or not we think this season is worth it for those who are still considering on the fence there. Ranked matchmaking, Season 2. Season 2 kicks off with a standard soft reset of ratings and rewards. So it's just a soft reset, right? So just rebalancing, make you have to grind it back up a little bit. That's pretty much what it's all about. I'm perfectly okay with that. It gives people a reason to, drive back up to the tops of where they think that they should be. New Season 2 participation promotion rewards for ranked, including but not limited to buffed VC, which is great to hear, and additional of those new player cards. One of the great additions to this is now top community creations in this season for the ranked mode. So it's not just going to be the official courses. There are pre-approved community created courses that will be in the rotation for ranked this season, which I think is really good. Some other new great additions when it came to ranked this season, or just daily events, daily, weekly tournaments. There's going to be new pin locations finally. There's going to be new difficulty, like course difficulties, like faster greens, more wind, less wind. So that is great additions, as well as the community creations in that game mode. I'm not big in course designing, other than my training facility. So you go check out Crazy Canucks channel. Go check out many of the other great artists out there who actually design those courses. But pot bunkers are here. New tools, new settings, all for your courses. So you can add pot bunkers and or adjust them as we go. Great addition to the game and rolls out directly with St. Andrews. Now, this is the area, gameplay tuning. You guys know I've done all the testing for every single attribute there was, And a lot of these say that there is balancing, and this is why I'm not releasing my build today as anticipated, simply because when I got this, I was like, man, let me see how hard this has been tuned. Let me see how hard this has been adjusted. I think you have already known, I've kind of talked about it. I think they've been doing a little bit of testing with some of these, especially rhythm testing, because I have noticed there has been some differences in forgiveness windows, especially when it's come to rhythm. But I think they are adding and subtracting a lot of different things here, and I just want to test this all out before I really release my Season 2 build. A couple of different things: chip shots, pitch shots there in the middle. Higher lofted clubs will now check up a little bit more, run out a little bit less. So that just means, like, if you're using like a 7-iron versus a pitching wedge versus a wedge, they're going to decrease rollout appropriately. So that's really good. Punch shot trajectory height reduced. I don't really use this shot very much, but it looks like they're lowering the height of this even more. Choked punch shot, minimum partial distance lowered. Shot type reworked to align with the punch shot. So a little bit of fix there. Tie spinner, shot minimum distance and spin rates adjusted. So you are restricted to certain distances. They are restricting the tie spinner a little bit even more. And we're not sure exactly if the spin rates have been increased or decreased, but we'll figure that out as well. Lag putting head speed increase to support putting across large greens. So it sounds like the takeaway, you don't have to pull it back it's not like a slow process to get it back there, feeling like it's going to take forever to get to the full backswing. It seems like it's more of like a ready, steady pace. So we'll see how that is. And like I said, once I get these all figured out, we will, I'll roll out that build probably in the next day or so. We should just be able to figure that out pretty quickly on whether or not I like this build and how I have it all set up. Course designer enhancements, I'll just quickly cover this. Like I said, I am not a course designer, but I know there's a lot of people who are curious about it. Pop bunker brush and tool settings. You can create pop bunkers using the bunker brush tool while it's set to pop bunker mode. Set whether or not the bunker brushes default to being standard or pop bunkers. You can set whether the bunker brush tool is being placed default bunkers or overriding to place standard or pop bunkers specifically. And it gives you exactly the buttons in order to go through those. Some additional improvements made to the functionality and UI gizmos related to snapping, enabled existing brush shapes across more tools, added options to adjust automated effects by bunkers or greens. So a lot of bunker rework, reintroduced the legacy water plane tool. I don't fully know too much about that, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to be pretty happy about that. Keyboard and mouse interface fixes. So anybody who's trying to use keyboard and mouse to create courses, there have been a lot of UI fixes towards that. General spline tool enhancements. Those are pretty much customary as well. Updated tutorial materials when selecting view tutorial while in previous parts of the camera creation tools. So it's trying to help people out as much as possible. Essentially, they're trying to get all these bugs and fixes out. Updated tutorial materials when selecting view tutorial, we covered that one. Sliders that override theme values now support switching back to their default values. Address reported concerns related to legacy courses imports. Address reported concerns to water body spline and floating water. Corrected retaining wall spline skirt geometry. Addressed reported concerns related to potential crashing when entering surface weathering brush tool menu. Various other UI fixes and stability fixes. So a lot of updates, and that's exactly what you want to see. People love creating courses. It's one of the biggest benefits towards PGA Tour 2K25, and it's good to see that they're addressing a lot of these concerns. Now, if there's a concern here that you have not addressed, obviously put in a ticket with 2K support, but they can only get to so many, and I'm sure they're trying to do their best to get through as many as possible. Environment fixes, TPC San Antonio, there was disappearing bunkers, improper tee box textures, so they fixed that. They've also adjusted a lot of water rendering, addressed reported concerns related to ripple textures failing to render at certain distances. So, game system clarified linking promotional text. So anyone who's having trouble linking an account, it now states that you have to have a 2K account in order to play the game. So that's just a little, fix. A couple of different audio fixes about sound being muffed, and then other addressed concerns around soft lock when disconnecting internet during hole transitions. So trying to just get some stability when it comes to internet issues. I know some people have reached out to me saying that they keep on getting kicked in between holes. So hopefully this stability issues fixes this and it does not actually lead to more issues down the road. Mode fixes Quest addressed reported concerns of Quest no longer staying pinned after being unpinned. So that is good to fix. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. And just remember, if you're doing quests, you don't have to like equip them. You don't have to pin them. You just have to complete them. So load up a round and complete them as you play. It does not have to be pinned in order to be completed. Address reported concerns of duplicate objectives. Removed unachievable Cobra Venomous Set quest for XSX. So little bit of quest fixes there, nothing too extensive. I'm excited to see. Remember, a lot of quests are going to be built around the Greenskeeper this season, and that is because this is the season of the Greenskeeper. MyCareer fixes reported concern of screen transition. I know this is a longer video, but you know, the fact is that there's this many fixes going out into a rollout is exactly what you actually want to see. Address reported concerns of screen transitioning. Polish refined various interview texts. Removed repeated joining the tour lines. Address reported concerns related to incorrect sponsor related interview timing. So it's just kind of like, you know, quality of life fixes here. Address reported concerns related to a potential crash upon completing the BMW Championship with Tiger Woods as a rival. I've not run into that problem, but it's a good addition there. Address reported concerns related to missing background color and profile quit menu. Corrected commentary after hole-in-one replay. That's pretty important stuff. If you're going to get a hole-in-one, you want some good commentary for it. Address an impossible objective in the Spyglass Hill long drive contest. Address reported concerns related to attribute boosts not being awarded. And then we updated sim opponent skill values to generate more realistic score distributions. Changes should only take effect when the user starts a new season. So if you're in the middle of a season, you have to wait till a new season starts, or you can just start a new MyCareer season by resetting it. So that's important stuff, but you should see more realistic scores based off of the difficulty that you have set it on. Online fixes. Oh, jumped the gun there. Did I? Online fixes. We got added live season UI indication to ranked tours event. Replace the week X. So that's just based off of like weeks with the season label and timer to better indicate season countdown. So a lot of people were like, when does season 1 end? When does season 2 start? So they have adjusted that to just make it a lot more clear. Added an event rewards table to each ranked tours event. This table shows the player, their potential merit, and the VC earnings by placement range for their current tier. Select an event from the ranked tours screen and the input labeled view event leaderboard to view where you should. We'll cover all this when we actually get into it live tonight, but this is essentially telling you exactly, you know, how much VC and your potential merit that you could use and you could get based off of every event that you're going to play. Matchmaking, resolve texture corruption in Payne's Valley. Address reported concerns related to my player flickering when returning from Divot Derby. And then ranking issues, address reported concerns related to merits going beyond min and max values. So corrected merits being awarded to those in top ranks. And then we corrected merits and season point leaderboard repeat placements. So a lot of things to do when it comes to ranking, VC, a lot of updates there. So that's pretty much just fine tuning. And like I said, it's an update. So you're going to have to just be patient with it. But that is all the updates. This is a lot. I know this is a long video. I know that you probably lost a few people a little bit here, but these are some of the biggest updates. And I wanted to give you all the updates here rather than just like here's the 3 biggest updates for the season. I wanted you guys to see everything the team has been putting behind the doors. And that's because if they're going to put in the effort here, I want to make sure that they're getting the kudos that they deserve of exactly what is being done. So a lot of updates going live today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you live on stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in another.